some atheists say that city of Ai was great, and we don't find any burnt layer of about 1,000 years before Israelites.
The story of Ai, I think, like the story of Jericho, is whatever was burnt there. I suspected there was some things burned because obviously the inhabitants, the army of Ai turns and sees their town on fire, basically. So I think there was material burned, but I don't think, as I've said, it was a large structure. I think it was relatively small. Of course, that's what happens in Joshua 7, isn't it? The spies go there and they come back and say, well, you don't need to send the whole army, just send a representative force of a few. And they're defeated, beaten back. But that's the report of the spies. So they're seeing something that's small, certainly smaller than Jericho. And I think that's what it was. So I'm not surprised that we haven't found a burned layer. It's hardly, I mean, if you go to Ai and you see the walls from 1,000 years earlier, the ruins that are there, it covers a large area. I don't believe that area was entirely populated by the Canaanites in their fort in Joshua 7. I believe it, and 8. I believe it was a small, almost a post, as it were, and I think that's what was used. By the way, this is very similar to the structure, to the size of the structures you have if you go to places like the area around Jerusalem, French Hill, which is a suburb of Jerusalem, and the area towards Bethlehem. There's another one there. I forget the name of it now. I lived there for a while. Anyway, they all have a little ruin of an Iron Age fort. And I think that's exactly what was happening at Jerusalem. These were sort of outer posts that guarded the routes into Jerusalem and provided some protection and maybe advance viewing, foreseeing of any danger that was coming. I think that's what was going on with Ai. So I don't think it was a big site. So I'm not surprised that they haven't found whatever might have been burned there.